I have been blessed to have lived in the ongoing company of magic, have experienced moments in the presence of those who, as Rilke said, know secret things. I have been around people who express their genius fully. Those who, in the old Roman sense of that word, have found and followed their calling. And these people are unending inspirations for me. I'm thinking tonight of Rosalie Sorrells in her cabin in her beloved Idaho, and of Christy Moore, the great Irish troubadour, and the day we ferried together across the Shannon. Of Corinne Polwart in Scotland and her unique gift for communicating her heart and intelligence in song. Of Steve Young, the American songwriter who embodies everything that is good about song making and gathering together the songs of others, songs which comment on the human condition and carrying on. I'm thinking, too, of those I've known who have gone on. Kate Wolf, whose clarity and strength and wisdom somehow managed to be communicated gently and fiercely at once. Of a day under a willow tree with Elizabeth Cotton, listening to her slow and raspy voice tell tales, rendering clocks ridiculous. I'm thinking of a ghostly, thin Townes Van Zandt backstage at the Soft Rock Cafe here in Vancouver, readying for his performance by talking with me about card tricks. Of Dave Van Ronk and Mimi Farina, staying up much of the night with me my first night in Vancouver, all of us brought here by the Folk Festival the first year it was held out at Jericho Park. Mimi sang Children of Darkness for me before she went to bed. Van Ronk kept playing and telling stories until all the whiskey was gone, and his wife touched his sleeve, reminding him that he had a workshop to host in less than 5 hours. I was over to the island a while ago, to Victoria. Nair and I walked along Wharf Street, past a seafood cafe where the Wharf Street A-Go-Go used to be. The first place I played in public on those Sunday night open folk stages that Gip Forster often emceed. Gip Forster died this week. There was a guy from New York who breezed through on one occasion, John Wanamaker, whose songs and stories were narcotic, biting, inspiring. He lifted my imagination toward what I might do as a singer and songwriter. Sometimes Erica Peavy would reluctantly and with some coaxing get up and sing a few. We loved her dark caramel voice coming out of the shadows of her long hair, singing Phil Oak's Changes and Fred Neil's song about the dolphins. I've met and shared with all of these artists, and they remain with me in spirit. There are others, many, alive and alive no longer, people who have rendered beauty and wisdom in ways that go beyond ego and attention-seeking. People who know how close a song can be to silence, who live for those moments when a room is tuned by music, when hearts are freed of their tethers, and no one wants the night to end. That's the magic, and I've been blessed to know it and bear witness to it again and again. I'm thinking now of a night in Lisdon Varna on the west coast of Ireland, having shared the stage with Christy Moore and Declan Sinnott earlier in the hall at the Royal Spa Hotel. I'd freshened up and come down to the pub with Kieran Kelly and others who were passing the guitar around and singing songs. I was acknowledged and invited to sing a few. I did Summer of St. Augustine, and by the second chorus, half the pub was singing with me. I fell into Fred Neil's song, Everybody's Talking, and they knew every word and sang without holding back, a midnight choir of Irish angels, bringing Fred's spirit into the room. It's a bloodline, I suppose, this joy and pain we share through music, the healing medicine for wayward souls and lives lived hard. The wings that a song can give us as mercy. Spillane sings about this, John Spillane of Cork, in his song Magic Nights in the Lobby Bar, when he sings, and every note that the piper would play would send me away, away through the window, away in the rain, over the city, away on the air, to a field by a river where the trees are so green, the deepest of green that you've ever seen, where once you have been, you can go back again. You can go anytime. You can go anytime, because it's only in your mind. And I've had those wings tonight. I have flown out the window, through the gates of mercy, into the perfumed darkness. Utah was right. The past didn't go anywhere. No one who reached us with a song ever leaves us. Presence eclipses death. Leave your porch lights on, friends. Someone's coming up the road.